In this video, my friend Rafal is going to show us how he converts his minivan from an everyday driver into a camper that sleeps his family of 4 and carries all of his adventure equipment. To get us started, Rafal, can you tell us a little bit about what kind of vehicle this is and a little details about your requirements for turning this into a camper?
This is a 2012 Toyota Sienna LE. The important thing for us was that it carries 4 people and that it can also sleep 4 people. This is a 7-seater, so we really want it to be able to make it into a camper very quickly, or make it into a soccer mom vehicle that can carry half of the soccer team.
Rafal, how about we turn this into a camper right now?
Yeah, that sounds very exciting. Let's do that. Let me explain how I built this, and I tried to keep this as simple as possible. So it was a quick trip to Home Depot. I literally got pre-cut pieces, so I didn't have to cut anything myself, so it's not all jagged and stuff. I got a piece of plywood that's 4x4, and then 2 additional 2x2 pieces. So the idea here, and also these 4x4s here, I think is literally just one 4x4 that I was able to cut into 4 pieces. I think mine is about 1.5 feet, so I can still fit plenty of gear underneath, but I still have plenty of room to be able to sit up once the kids or myself are sleeping on the inside. The last piece of this are these door hinges right here. Just your typical door hinges that you'd put on a door. The whole point here is that once these are open, they lean against the seats, and this turns into a 6x4 sleeping platform. So let's get the platform in. Follow me here. Because it's 4x4, it's not very heavy, but it is a little bulky. Usually takes 2 people to do this. I slide this seat forward just so one person can have access from the inside. And then I will need Justin's help to be able to actually help me carry this in. The way you see it right now is what I call a platform and drive mode. So we have a platform back here for storage. I don't have to remove it in between camping trips. I might keep it in here in the summer, but I can also easily take it out, put a bike back here, and even a couple of bikes if I want. And then, as you can see in the front, still plenty of room to sit back here. The kids can lounge around. We sit in the front. Everybody has plenty of room. All of the camping equipment, when we go on a camping trip, either goes under the platform or on top of it. One limitation of the setup with having a rooftop tent is it's not easy to carry my river surfboards. I'm an avid river surfer here in Colorado, so I had to come up with another way of transporting my surfboards. So for that, I use a couple of straps on the inside and rig this system to be able to slide my my surfboards here on the ceiling. So I'm just going through that process right now. And I've carried surfboards here, up here, that are up to maybe 7 feet long, but for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to use my short little river surfer. So I can basically just slide this guy up here. And when I'm traveling, there's usually a couple of surfboards up here. They're cinched down very tight, so they're very secure and don't move anywhere. So now we're at the part where we've arrived at the campground. We're ready to set up for sleeping. So for 4 people, we usually sleep 2 people downstairs and 2 people upstairs. We haven't really talked about this rooftop tent yet. This is an FSR Aspen Light. The reason I went with this tent is it's very light. These roof racks, unfortunately, on the Sienna only support about 150 50 pounds. This tent is about 125 pounds. So it makes me very comfortable to have this tent up there. There isn't a lot of sag on these racks and it feels very solid. So one of the tricks that I've also learned over the years is that moving things around in the car becomes a little cumbersome. What I do for that is I try to keep everything, all of the sleeping stuff on top of the platform and everything else below. That way, when it's actually time to sleep, we don't have to move a lot of things around. The sleeping stuff just goes either up into the rooftop tent or it just stays on this bed. So let me show you how this part works. To turn our platform into a bed, we're going to slide this seat forward all the way and just expand this leaf. Typically what I do is I'll have a cooler underneath here that fits perfectly at this height, so this leaf, both of these leaves stay on top of it, make it perfectly flat. Then a couple of sleeping pads go on top of this and this turns into a bed. We can do the same on the other side. I also do use this like set up this way when I travel by myself and I don't have the rooftop tent on top. I can just comfortably sleep here in the car. And we're going to slide the surfboard to the other side and open this part. And now they're basically side by side. Imagine a cooler underneath here, perfectly flat 6x4 bed.
And you've got a ton of space underneath that. That's a lot of storage.
There is a lot of storage under there.
Shall we move on to the rooftop tent?
Sure, let's do that. So to do that, let me close the gate here. It's really easy to open. You usually start here on this side. Just unbuckle this part. And this is it. We pop that up. Typically I keep this ladder on the inside or inside of the van to get up there. This actually works usually both ways, but it's usually better to close the door. But the way this ladder is set up, you would be able to open the door as well while this is here. And then I just go up here to do the one final step, which is pushing this piece out and latching it. You can get up here, Justin, and see how spacious it is. This is about a full-size bed. It supports 2 adults in here quite easily. The 165-pound weight limit on the rack is for dynamic weight when you drive. The static support for this car is much higher. I've slept here plenty of times with sometimes even with our younger son squeezed in here as well, and so we've had 2 adults and a child in here. It's a little tight and cozy, but it works. The other benefit of this tent, I mentioned already that it's light. It's also very insulated. It comes with LED lights on the inside, so you can plug it into your power bank, and you actually have lights in there as well. There are doors on the side and a door or a window back here also that unzip this part quite easily as well. And there's a mesh that comes with every single window, so if you're camping in an environment with mosquitoes or bugs, this is very useful.
Rafal, thanks a lot for giving us a tour of your Toyota Sienna, which sleeps 2 inside with your custom built platform and 2 upstairs in the rooftop tent. You've got your surfing equipment and all your camping equipment and tons of storage in this setup. Really well done. I like it.